Good morning to all Che Romani fans. I'm sorry to break it to you, but your goat is washed. Che, right, so, Che, Say So Says might have been the Say So Says might have been the best album of all time. Right? It was definitely the best. I'm not gonna say that. It was the second best album released in 2024, right? Falling right behind Southside by Osama Sun because I'm just that type of person. But Say So Says was really good. Like, if you look in my playlist, like my playlist that I shuffle every single day, Say So Says was the first thing I added to it. And that's that's a very good accomplishment for Che because it's not something that I take lightly. I take my music listening habits very seriously. But one night, one fateful night, like this very fateful night, it was the craziest night ever. Like I swear to God, this is the night that like my vision of Che changed forever. Like when Rest in Bass dropped, like when Rest in Bass dropped, when it dropped on when it dropped when it dropped on when it dropped on July 18th, 2025, right? I feel like that was really the start. Like that was the beginning of the end for Che. That was really the beginning of the end cuz I was listening to Rest in Bass, right? It was midnight. I was up. I was listening to Rest in Bass. Wasn't good. I was like, maybe my ears are just getting raped, like brutally raped, because I'm tired, and maybe that's just why it doesn't sound good. So I'm like, I'll just listen to it in the morning, right? And that's exactly what I did. And Che, this is a very sorry thing to say, because Che used to be my favorite rapper. Well, not I'm not gonna say it was my favorite rapper, but he was in my top two. Che was in my top two for a solid couple months, more than a couple, probably a few. And when Rest in Bass dropped, he stopped being in my top two because I mean like that was the very start of Rest in Bass season, right? Rest in Bass season, it just Che, what are you doing? What are we doing? Say so. Say so. What are we doing? Come on, say so. What's going on? Say so. What was your idea here? What was going on? What was going on in your head? Say so. But you know what? Cause I listened to Rest in Bass a lot, right? I made myself listen to Rest in Bass. I was trying to make myself like it, right? I have a lot of streams on a very very certain song, a very special song, right? It's called Marceline, and I need to find how many plays I have on it. 47. Okay, that's not a lot, but I don't loop songs like that ever. Like, how long is this song? How long is this song? 2 minutes. Okay, so 2 times 47, 94 minutes. So that's uh that's an hour and a half. No, that's more than an hour and a half. Wait, 94 divided by 60. Yeah, no, that's a little over an hour and a half of just looping the song. And that was all in one sitting. Because I love you, Che Romani, but not anymore. And it's heartbreaking to say this, but Che, you're washed. And you've been washed since that fateful day on July 18th. And you know, you know what you know what made it worse? When on Christmas you dropped Encore and you dropped Encore and Blood got first listen over you. And Blood in his Christmas album, his Christmas EP, right? It wasn't even an album. His Christmas EP, it completely like zero difficulty. It's better than yours. And it's not my favorite Blood project. It's my least favorite Blood project. But Encore is also my least favorite Che project. And it's I where did it go wrong? Did the fans fail you? Did we not show you enough love during the Say So Says era? Because you should have just kept that. There was no reason there was no reason to expand off what you were doing and get onto this thing, this slop music that you're making. And Che, right? Why is everybody cloning you? That's my question. And they aren't even cloning the good Che, right? And like everybody's making Che inspired music. Like first of all, like the niche underground rappers, yeah, but even high profile people are taking inspiration from you. Like, yo, Early Life Crisis sounds like Che, right? And Osama Psychotic, it's paying homage to Che, and you can just tell by listening to it. It's Che doesn't need homage paid to him. He could have stopped making music in 2024 and it would be fine. Like the progression, he hasn't added anything good to this scene, right? He hasn't improved it. He cluttered it up. Right? It's like and I feel like Lois in that one Family Guy episode, and she was just so hateful of clutter, and like she wanted to hurt people cuz her house was cluttered. And that's how I feel. I want to hurt Che because he ruined underground rap. Che, he's in my top 10, not even top, he's in my top 7, like on last.fm. He's on my top 7 of the last year, right? Like let me read this in order for you, buddy. Let me read this in order for you. It's Pretty Fun at number 1 with almost 1,000 plays. It's Osama-san at number 2 with 900 plays. It's Net Spend at number 3 with 800 plays. It's Blood at number 4 with 750 plays. It's Che at number 5 with 650 plays. And it's Lil Shine at number 6 with 600 plays. And that's just crazy to me. Cause Che, he last year he was my favorite rapper, right? And like, yo, if we look at the stats before Rest in Bass, like he was my top artist for a minute, like for big minute. Like if you look in like let's go, he dropped in July, so let's go March. In March he was my top artist, right? And then Cardi was my second top artist because it was like he was my second because like the album dropped. Like we all agree with that. But yeah, and basically Che is washed. And Che is so washed that he doesn't need to be making music anymore. And I think that Raining Lowell has taken over in Che's footsteps accordingly into what I think Raining Lowell is what I wanted Che to become. He's doing Che the Che way. And there's no way that he's better than Che, but he is. Like and subscribe.